Nobody indeed. What is good? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell. We got a fantastic show lined up for you today. Everyone, happy Sunday, March 1st. All right, we're already through with February. Right into it, into March. Spring is here. Baseball is here. I love it. It's so good to see everybody. Hope you're having a great Sunday. My man, Bama Man said, hey, man, made some money, good money last night. Thanks for the info, brother. Bullpen games today, right? A few tied series, though. You're exactly right. Hey, and number one, I appreciate you, buddy. And number two, big Bama day yesterday. Nice win over Tennessee in basketball on the road. A good baseball win. So for Bama, yeah, it was a big one. And that's so good to see you, brother. Japan. All right, we're going to talk about this. All right, Regina Turin, I hope I pronounced that correctly, a future UFC star was born last night. She's going to do big things. Well, brother, so are you. Take a look at Japan here. Nailed it. Regina Turin, money line plus 154. Japan, you absolutely crushed that. All of us say thank you. Well done there. All right, how we do yesterday. Virginia money line, Clemson money line, got it. Mississippi State money line, UC Santa Barbara money line, got it. Tennessee money line, Texas money line, got it. Florida money line, Gonzaga loses to St. Mary's. Great win for St. Mary's. That rivalry always turns out great games there. So good, solid day on the field. We will absolutely take it. Yeah, and Japan, you smoked it, bro. You smoked it, man. Great job. Big Brett kept telling everyone, my man, hey, crew together. We all had a great day yesterday. We're going to do it again today. Tizzle, you're on the UC Irvine and USC money line. I love it, man. Santa Barbara and Tennessee. Hey, let's talk about it. I love it. All right, so good to see everybody. Say hello in the chat. It's so good to see y'all, man. I love it. All right, let's jump into it. No time to waste. Let's get into the pick. Actually, I got too excited for it. Let me go over what we had yesterday. Apologies. I meant to do this. Florida State got the win over the Citadel. Tennessee got the win over Arizona State. Ole Miss over Ohio State. Kentucky over St. John's. Georgia over Oakland. North Carolina 12-2 over Lemoyne. West Virginia continues to mash. Gets the 9-1 win over Kennesaw State. NC State, same thing. Runs. Man, they just run ruling everybody. Georgia Tech, big win over Northwestern. Florida State got the doubleheader win. TCU got the win over New Haven. Auburn 15-4 over Nebraska. Arkansas bounced back finally, 9-0 win there over UT Arlington. Clemson, good 4-1 win. Oklahoma, Gonzaga again. LSU over Northeastern. I'm sorry. Mississippi State, big win over Virginia Tech. UTSA, 16-10 over Coastal Carolina. Wake Forest over Loyola. Georgia again over Oakland. Southern Miss, 11-0 win over Louisiana Tech. They continue to roll. Bama, big win, 8-7 over Oregon State. Florida, 8-4 win over Miami. That's 2-0 Florida now. Texas takes out Baylor. And then UCLA, 11-1 win over Texas A&M, who was undefeated, 9-0 coming into the game. UCLA is just on another level right now. Shout out to the Bruins for sure. College basketball, what do we have? Duke over Virginia, Arizona over Kansas, big win there. Texas Tech over Iowa State, big win for Texas Tech on the road. Houston handles Colorado. UConn over Seton Hall. Florida, 111-77 over Arkansas. St. Mary's over Gonzaga. Nebraska took down USC. St. John's 89-57 over Villanova. Again, Bama, big win, 71-69 on the road at Knoxville. North Carolina over Virginia Tech. West Virginia takes out BYU. BYU basketball continues to be the most frustrating team to figure out of all time. St. Louis finally gets on track. Clemson, big win over Louisville. Kentucky, 91-77 over Vanderbilt there. Boom. Okay, now it's time for the picks. All right, so let's jump into it here. Clemson and USC. Now, it is Sunday, and we have decisions to make, and we'll go through all that, don't worry. But this is how I'm getting down today. Clemson money line, USC money line, plus 100. We'll talk about all these games. Texas A&M on the bounce back. UC Santa Barbara. One more time, boys. Come on. One more time. Let's go. All right, so we're going to pair Texas A&M money line, UC Santa Barbara money line, plus 140. Tennessee money line, Southern Miss money line, plus 105. Think we get Tennessee in a good spot like we did yesterday. Southern Miss, just continue to be you, baby. Keep going. All right. So those three are in college baseball, and then college basketball, one play. I'm going to put the two together. We'll talk about both these games too. You've got Purdue here, and you've got Michigan State. Michigan State on the road. -2.5 is a favorite, but I'm just going to money line this thing against Indiana. See what we can get down with. So Purdue money line, Michigan State money line +120. So that's what we have for today. Hunter said, amazing ballpark pick to start the show. Yes, absolutely, man. Shout out to App State, no doubt. Whale, I saw you talking about it too. Oh, yeah, I love it, man. I love it. Man, it's so good to see y'all. Okay, so, let's jump into it here. Keep dropping in what you have. I promise I'll get to you. Kirk, AB, riding my usual picks today. Spurs, early game, 1 p.m. Eastern. Julian, again, over 9.5 points. And Stephon Castle, over 6.5 assists. I love it, man. I love it, Kirk. And yeah, we all appreciate you bringing those for sure. Addison, Montreal Canadiens, Cole Caulfield has 9 goals over his last 4 Saturday games. It's 2.25 goals per game, folks. The kid loves Saturday. All right, we got to get on that. Well, you're already on it, but yeah, that is fantastic information right there. Yeah, Addison, man. Dude, love it, man. Will likes. Hey, Will, good to see you, buddy. Taking the Sparks today. Go green. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So let's take a look at what we have weather-wise in baseball today. So this is rain. All right. First time we're kind of dealing with this. It's in the, kind of the breadbasket there, the Topeka, Kansas area, and moving into Oklahoma City, etc. So not a lot of rain. You've got some in the Pacific Northwest as well. Check that Oregon State. If you have any of them up there, I think they're both in tournaments in Texas, actually, but still Washington's, etc. But not a lot of rain, but you have some in spots. So what does that bring? So give your eyes a second to adjust. I know. So this is wind. All right. So with that storm, you're going to have 16-mile-an-hour winds blowing towards the southwest. Okay. And the reason that I bring it up is that it's going to be blowing in a lot of stadiums here. Maddie, I said, AB trying to pinpoint my house. I was putting it right in your backyard, bro. I was putting it right there. So you've got the wind that's blowing in, or it's blowing, from the northeast down to the southwest. So with that, I'll show you the stadiums in a second. But again, most of them face towards the east or the northeast. So it's something to pay attention to. All right, humidity, again, you have humidity out there. So the one nice part about rain in games is that when it's there and you got the clouds up, ready to pour out, man, you could mash, absolutely mash, but not a lot of humidity around the country. So not a lot we have to pay attention to. So what was I getting at here? Let's pull the wind real quick. You see it again, blowing towards the southwest. So look in this area here. And again, not that these teams are all playing in their home stadiums. We have a lot of tournaments, etc. But again, you could see them, most of these stadiums in that Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas area, they face towards the east, northeast. So wind is going to be blowing in. I don't have totals on the books, however, but you might not have large ones in those games compared to last week when they're like 17.5. They were huge. All right, let me get the banner up here. Picks on the bottom. Let go. All right, so what's the mindset going into it? I'll get to the games in a second. What is the mindset going into Sunday? So we have teams. Let me pull the banner off 1 second. Sunday is a big turning point day. What do I mean by that? Well, you have a lot of different things going on, and we have tournaments going on with these. So it's not like all these teams are playing, against each other, 3-game sets, so to say. So it doesn't necessarily apply, but it does. So teams that are sitting 2-0 today, the teams that have been dominating this weekend, all right, and there are more. I didn't list all of them. I mean, USC Trojans, again, would be at the top of the list, right? But Mississippi State, Florida, UCLA, Georgia Tech, UC Santa Barbara, Southern Miss. These teams this weekend, they've been handling their business, okay? Now, let's look at the other side. Need a Sunday win, all right? And I'll pull this full screen. In It doesn't necessarily mean that these teams are all like 0-2, the world is falling. Some of them, yeah. But what we also mean by it is teams that just want to finish the weekend right, right? I'll give you a perfect example. So the first two, Coastal Carolina, 0-2 this weekend. They've been getting pounded. Miami, 0-2 this weekend, right? So you can look at it and say, all right, Miami's not going to get swept. And I'm just using an example. I don't have Miami, but I'm just saying. Or the same thing for Coastal Carolina. Right now, Miami playing a 3-game series against Florida. Coastal Carolina playing tournament ball, so that's a little bit different. But then we go down and we see, all right, a Tennessee didn't have a good weekend last weekend, right? Kind of trying to get themselves back in order. Good 5-3 win over Arizona State yesterday. Not perfect, but a win's a win. All right, and taking on a good Virginia Tech team for sure. But again, just a game and a team that's sitting on a Sunday saying, all right, let's finish this weekend right. Ole Miss, same thing. Auburn, great win yesterday, looking to finish it strong. Clemson, great comeback, evening the series yesterday, right? So I just wanted to introduce this. And also with this, all right, can be your betting strategies. So you might be looking at it saying, Friday, say you win even. Saturday, 3-0. Well, you might be looking at it saying, man, Sundays are risky. I'm good. It's a long season. We're going to be betting this every day. I don't have to do it today. I'm up. I won the weekend. I'm good. Smart strategy. This is a sport that humbles you, right? But what fun would that be, right? If we did it and I didn't have any picks. So, but yeah, that's kind of the middle strategy, man, because if you can understand baseball tendencies, you'll do well in this sport, betting it 100%. This is a tendency sport, man. It really is. So, trust your gut when you're looking at saying, man, this team, they've been playing perfect on Friday and Saturday. Can they do it again? Right. Keep an eye on it. We're going to go through these games. There's some matchups of some teams that I like, but the matchups can be Virginia being one of them, right? Against VCU. It feels like a risky spot. I don't know. So let's talk about it. Let me get the banners up. Again, drop in what you have, thoughts, picks, anything. All of it goes into the help for sure for all of us to get the right picks together, right? Blade, Tennessee, Virginia Tech total is 12.5. Anyone with a thought on that? I would expect Tennessee to well, Virginia Tech can hit on Tennessee, no question. Virginia Tech can win this game. Yeah. I don't hate that total. Tennessee has to come out and hit. They need to get 7 runs minimum. Millsy, love the SC Trojan talk. Absolutely, man. Justin, what up, AB? What up, crew? What's up, big dog? Good to see you, man. All right, so let's jump into it here. Again, drop in, and so good to see everybody. I promise I'm trying not to miss you, but I'll definitely get there. Alonzo, good to see you, buddy. Over 12.5 Tennessee game. I like it. All right, let's go. Rutgers and Troy. Again, nothing for me here. -115, -115. You want to gamble? That's your gamble. Derek said UCLA is the truth. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yeah, UCLA, man, they are good. Very good. Because that was a good Texas A&M team that they handled. Yeah, all right, so nothing Rutgers and Troy. Coastal Carolina, Ole Miss. All right, risky game number 1. So we had Coastal and Ole Miss both listed as teams that could really use a good Sunday. Now, they're not built the same. And this is tournament ball, so every game's been different. It's not like they've been playing each other Friday, Saturday, and today. Coastal put runs up yesterday. They lost 16-10, but they got runs up. Good sign. Now, Ole Miss won yesterday. All right. Lost on Friday to Baylor, extra innings. Even themselves out against Ohio State yesterday. Tizzle, thank you. Over under 12.5. I don't hate that over. I think you're going to get 2 teams mashing today. I like Ole Miss. I think Ole Miss is the better team. I think they're playing better baseball right now. But the scary thing is this, and here's the excuse me. Here's also the really good part. Watch what you see and what we have today, because like tendencies in Sunday. We're just going to learn more about these teams, right? So we're going to start to understand how their Sunday starters look. What they look like when it's down deep. You got to dig, man. So again, Ole Miss right here. Coastal scares me because they're an animal with their back against the wall, but Ole Miss is playing better ball. So yeah. All right, Virginia Tech and Tennessee. Virginia Tech did not have a good game yesterday. Not a good day. Tennessee, not perfect, but they beat a good Arizona State team, a very good Arizona State team. And in a day where Tennessee really needed to get a win, got spanked by UCLA on Friday. Got to get it going. Now, Tennessee today. I am in on this team coming out and mashing. I'm also the same with that with Virginia Tech. You guys said the total is 12.5. I do not hate that whatsoever. But I do think that Tennessee, I think they're the better team. We're going to learn about them more, but I think they're the better team. Austin said, what up, crew? What up, big dog? Dude, good to see you, man. How'd everything go? I was trying to email you. UT Arlington and Arkansas. All right, Arkansas, even things out. Minus 810 on the money line. Not a lot you could do here. Mark, are the bullpen pitchers less good on Sundays as well? Okay, so good question here. So what you have, and this is where it could get wild. So you're going to have some teams that have used their bullpens up this week. You only have so many guys, right? Think of a team like Coastal, okay? Get whooped on Friday, used a ton of pitching, all right? Because you just have to use it to get out of that game against Texas, okay? So then Coastal loses, 16-10 yesterday. So they put up runs, but went through arms. So when you're looking at Sunday, here's the mindset, especially if you're like a Coastal, Carolina, you are begging your third starter, your Sunday guy, to go as long as possible. So let me go back. Let me pull the game back up so we can look at it. Coastal Carolina, Ole Miss. So Coastal coming in is begging, all right, inside saying, we need our starter to go. We need 7 innings, man. And it's early, and you don't want to throw your starters that long. A lot of them are on pitch counts, inning counts, etc. But when you've burned it, you just don't have anything left. So if you're Ole Miss, the key is to get up early. If Ole Miss gets up runs in the first inning and you start getting to that starting pitcher, not only if you could knock him out of the game in the first 3 innings, that's the game you're playing in the dugout. You're saying, we're getting this fool out of here. He is done. Everybody mashes, right? But you also get that pitch count up. So you could speed that up. That pitch count, what you thought was going to be 7 innings, turned out to be 5, right? And you're begging to get that. So I know I'm talking a lot, but the answer is this. Each team's very different. UCLA's bullpen is absolutely fresh, ready to go. They are dangerous today to hammer you and keep totals low because they can just throw arm after arm after arm at you. Whereas Coastal, it might as well have me and you, So I hope that helped answer the question. The starter's good. You get him out of the game. Everything's on the table now. So that's Ole Miss's goal, is as many runs as early, right? You get that starter out, it is absolutely going. All right. Virginia Tech, Tennessee. We talked about that. UT, Arlington, Arkansas. Talked about that. West Virginia, Kennesaw State. Okay. West Virginia, minus 330 on the money line here. Yeah. If it ain't broke, why in the world would we fix it? West Virginia, look at them. They're putting up double-digit runs. Hammering. This West Virginia team is absolutely playing. Austin said, had a fun weekend with the kids, but we got our butts kicked by some major talent. It was a learning experience, but I ate great. Thanks to Mim's recommendation of the Chop House. Nice. I love it, man. I love that y'all had a great time, too. Okay, so West Virginia, yeah, man. Like, they're just handling business. If you're a bettor saying, I'm coming into this, I'm betting what I'm seeing. Well, that's West Virginia. Iowa and Oregon State. Oregon State minus 166. Christian took West Virginia minus 2.5. I feel you. This team is just pounding Kennesaw State into the dirt. I'm with you. Matty boy, where has Mims been? Man, our Mims is still here. He's still here for sure. We're getting his hip, make sure he's all good. He's been going through a bunch of doctor stuff and hoping not to have surgery again. So that's where he's been. But Mims is still here. Just hadn't been in the chat as much. All right, Iowa, Oregon State. I don't hate Oregon State here. And Mimsy, good to see you. Tiff, hello. And little Mims, Noxie. Little nephew. All right, so Oregon State here, minus 166. I like them. They went to minus 195. Yeah, Oregon State's in a good spot. This is a good spot, man. And I don't want to fade Iowa, but the Oregon State's one of those teams. Let's finish this weekend right. You know what I mean? So minus 166. Check your bullpen usage. It's been taxed a bit, but yeah, Oregon State minus 166 could pay some bills today. Okay, Virginia and VCU. I can't read. Alfonso Alvarez. Hello, my friend. So good to see you. How you doing? All right, Virginia and VCU. Okay. This was my first scare of the day. If the same thing that we were just talking about with West Virginia. Now, it has been Virginia. Virginia hasn't been blowing VCU out, but I'm just talking about a team that's just consistently just winning games, handling their business. That's Virginia. Ooh, good. But, man, I'm telling you, the only reason I didn't play it today is I was scared of VCU stealing one. Point blank, period. That's it. That's the only reason I didn't play Virginia today. So if you have more confidence in me than me, again, Virginia minus 330, it's a high money line price. You know, you have to pair it with something in the twos, high ones, but again, it literally could be me seeing my own shadow. You know what I mean? Virginia, there's no reason to jump off of it. C-Dub, AB, what's up, big dog? Good to see you, man. South Florida, UCF, I don't have anything on this one. Florida, Miami, okay. Decision to make here. Let me pull it up full screen. Minus 115, minus 115. So where are we going? Florida won on Friday. Florida won on Saturday. This one's hard. Do you bet the tendency that Miami is good enough and steals one today? Or do you just keep betting Florida and say, I'm not, AB, I don't even have to parlay this. Yeah. Well, Miami steals one today. Yeah, it scares me, man. But like Alonzo said, Florida all the way. And anybody that bet Florida on Friday and then said, hey, I don't care what anybody says, I'm betting Florida on Saturday, is smiling right now, right? So, yeah, they're another team, 2-0, 0-2, and this one a 3-game series, so, you know, not tournament ball. Tizzle, when it's a pick 'em and one team going for a sweep, I take the other team, Miami. Yeah, and you know what? Here's the best part. So we don't have to bet it, but we get more information, right? Start to understand these teams a little bit more. Is Miami one of those teams that, you know, dude, hand me a chaw and we're getting to work. There's no way in hell we're getting swept, right? Are they that team or are they? All right. We'll see. At Florida, do they go in and say, we're taking all three. We're greedy. We some bullies, right? Yeah, Alonzo, ride or die. They're playing well. I don't see any. Yeah, dude, I'm right there with you. So, again, that's the best part of today is we get to learn, right? We get to learn. We get to see it. So, all right, Boston College, Florida Gulf Coast, nothing from me on this game. Charlotte, Old Dominion, nothing from me here. Zaga, Oklahoma. Oklahoma handling their business. Watch out for the win today. But I don't know if anybody's rolling minus 720. But you could. Like, what were we talking about earlier? I mean, you could pair Ole Miss with something that large. Oklahoma. I don't know what it'd pay out, but, you figure that game out, man. You can get it. Sam Houston, Oklahoma State. Nothing for me here. Again, check the weather. Nebraska and Auburn. Okay. Auburn minus 175 on the money line. This has been a fun series. Exactly what we thought it would be. Nebraska takes game 1. Auburn takes game 2. And we're going to find out today. Both teams have used bullpens. They're not burned, but we've seen some runs. We've seen some arms go. So I don't know what this total is. If I were the book, 12.5. I almost went 13.5. I bet they go 13.5 today. Yeah. I don't know about that, but you will get runs. Anybody have a feel on this one? This one's a tough game. Tizzle, 13 flat, is it? Perfect. Yeah. They said it perfect. Oh, that 13 flat is tempting. Okay. All right. Let's think on that one. If anybody has any thoughts one way or the other, let me know. We could do like a crew play or something. Yeah. That 13, 7-6 gets you a push. Well, Auburn wins the series today. Yeah. Like they're a team, like they could use a good Sunday. Not that a loss would be horrible by any means, but Auburn's in a spot where let's win that weekend, right? Just stack the weekends, win the weekend, win the weekend, win the weekend. That's what we want to do. That's how we approach it betting the sport as well. All right, Oregon and Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt is falling apart. All right. Do we have red flags with Vanderbilt? I'm a little scared. Commodores minus 130 on the money line. Tizzle, wrong team favored. I agree. Yeah. There's no way I could bet Vanderbilt right now. And shout out to Tim Corbin and the boys. Man, I love them, but oh, yeah. AB, you need to run down to Vandy and give him a pound. I'm about to. I'm worried about him. Alonzo, Oregon, Vanderbilt is just bait. Yeah, it is. So, again, Oregon's the much better team in terms of just consistency, what we've seen. I think Vanderbilt has the higher ceiling, but man, right now you don't know what you're going to get with this team. So this game is not good for parlays. Derek, I'm not getting Vandy the rest of the year, right? Yeah. It's been difficult so far. All right, Southern Miss, Louisiana Tech. So Southern Miss, and let me pull this full screen. Austin said, someone send them a message from Spurrier. Yeah, we got to give it to him real quick.
Alan, everybody on the team's got to be accountable. That's what losers do. So get together.
There we go, Stevie. Thanks, ball coach. All right. Southern Miss, I love Spurrier. Southern Miss, minus 180 on the money line. Oh, Spurrier, friend of the program. We appreciate him doing that video for us. That's going to, I got to see it one more time.
Alan, everybody on the team's got to be accountable. That's what losers do. So get together.
That was worth every penny. All right. Southern Miss, minus 180 on the money line here. They have been hammering Louisiana Tech. And Louisiana Tech is a good baseball team, but I don't think they're that good. Southern Miss is just, they're just flat out handling business, man. They're doing it. So minus 180. I mean, we haven't paired with Tennessee. You can see it at the bottom right there, plus 105. Just continue on, fellas. Let me not get in your way. They've been doing it on the mound, but doing it at the plate. You just, no pep talk needed there. Southern Miss, you just continue on, gentlemen. James Madison, Michigan State. Look at Michigan State, minus 166 on the money line there. UC San Diego, Louisiana, minus 140. Nothing for me on either of these two. Jacksonville, UAB. Nothing for me on that one. Kansas, Minnesota. So this thing has been 13 runs plus, I think, each game, right? Kansas minus 125 on the money line. I think this is priced pretty accurately. Either team could win this game. It's risky. I think Kansas is better today, but you're gambling on that. Okay, I don't know if they have the total. I'm going to guess 13.5. No way they put it 12.5, right? Yeah, they've been putting this series has been seeing runs, man. These two teams are going to hit, and especially so another, talking about the bullpens, right? So when you have a series where both teams been putting up a lot of runs, both teams been using a lot of arms, right? Like, it takes a lot of different dudes to just finish those games. So even though not necessarily, they put it at 14.5. Yeah. Oh, I can't give out a 14.5, 8-7, but they could do it. A lot of the ride in Kansas, Minnesota with 13.5 in Kansas money line. There you go. There you go, man. So we've seen runs here, man. I love it. I love it. Southern Miss, man. Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Beautiful place. I've been there so many times. I love it. I love the state of Mississippi. It's great, man. Shout out to y'all for sure. All right. So Kansas, Minnesota, man, that is going to be a fun Sunday game. Good into the series. Ohio State and Texas. Okay. So Texas has just been lethal all year long. They're minus 810 on the money line here. So not a lot we could do there with Texas. Be careful. Sunday for Texas, that has 6-1 written all over it. I bet, what's that total, 12.5? I might even throw an 11.5 just to shake up the market, see what people do with it. Notre Dame, Tennessee Tech. Well, Texas run line would be intriguing. Yeah. I could see them having a pretty dominant, day on the mound, right? Because they just have so many arms they can bring at you. They just fire left and right, man. Notre Dame, Tennessee Tech. Notre Dame minus 375 on the money line. Don't sleep on my boys from Cookeville, Tennessee. Notre Dame, though, should handle their business here. South Carolina, Clemson. Okay, so we're on Clemson. Clemson minus 238. South Carolina, big 7-0 win on Friday. Clemson wasn't beautiful, but they got the job done. That's what they needed. Just fight back. Good Saturday win in the series. Clemson today. Boys, go out and mash, right? Let's have an arms race today. Not that South Carolina doesn't have players, but this is what you look for on a Sunday. Okay? Had a split series. Look, if you're Clemson, wasn't perfect on Friday. That's fine. It's baseball. It's going to happen. Can we bounce back? All right? Can we get ourselves out of that funk? All right? We had a bad day. It's going to happen. Let's wake up, have a good day. And they did. And I think Clemson's one of those teams that winning the weekend is very important to them. And especially against a team you hate. So I'm big on Clemson today, minus 238. Jinxie said, go Tigers. Let's go. Pacific and Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon minus 475. Is anybody on just complete fading Pacific mode? You're like, no matter who they're playing, I'm fading them chumps. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not calling them names. But minus 475 is playable. Obviously, you have to pair it. Yeah, exactly. That's the scary part, right? I know. Can it Sundays are fun. Jinxie, Q, cause you had a bad day. That song. How many views does that song have? Big Brett. Has anyone done the AB round robin besides me? Man, hey, that round robin is a good move, man. I love it. You've been talking about it, dude. You've been crushing on that. Nice job. Washington State, Long Beach State. Long Beach State get hit. Minus 140. I wouldn't be surprised to see Long Beach State handle some business today. That minus 140. Now, again, I didn't put it on my pick, so I'm not coming with the most confident, but Long Beach State could be a team that we keep in our back pocket for weird days. Keep an eye on them because you get a team that puts up 6, 7, 8 runs a night, buddy, you can win a lot of baseball games doing that. Marshall Bradley minus 4.5 and UNC Wilmington minus 4.5 is plus 300 or both money lines for plus 110. Both dominant versus opponents and at home in basketball. Beautiful, man. I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you very much. Big Brett did it today, playing 3s and 4s smaller than usual, along with the standard 2-leggers. Beautiful, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, and man, that's something I need to get smarter with. I look forward to learning from you. Western Carolina, Eastern Carolina. Okay, so Western Carolina out of the SoCon, baby, the Southern Conference. I think they're 7-3. I know they're playing well. East Carolina minus 345. Okay, this is another one. If you could figure this game out, East Carolina is playable with a lot of things. And there's nothing to complain about with East Carolina. But Wales right. Western Carolina is scrappy. I'm telling you, we've been riding East Carolina, and I jumped off them today. This one scares me. Now, again, I could look stupid. East Carolina could win 10-0, and it would not surprise me a bit. Austin had a bad day. 285 million views. Well done to them. That's how you do it. So you had a bad day. No, I'm glad that you did. Yeah, thank you. I love that. Yeah. Oh, that's fascinating. All right, so this is another one where how strong is your resolve, right? East Carolina has been down. There's no reason to hate them, but look out for Western Carolina. This team's all right. UCLA, Mississippi State, dear Lord. Sorry to be use the Lord's name in vain. Just, my goodness, man. Like this game here, UCLA, Tennessee, get out the window. Texas A&M, same thing with Tennessee. Both of you. UCLA handled both. Didn't really have a problem doing it. Yeah, Tizzle, how can you not bet UCLA? Agreed. Here's the problem. Mississippi State's doing it too. But so was Texas A&M. Well, Mississippi State bound to drop one. I agree. And UCLA, we've already seen them. They've dropped two. Not obviously this weekend, but yeah. You know, these teams that are undefeated, they're going to lose at some point. It's just baseball. It's going to happen, right? Yeah. So this is an awesome game today. So UCLA minus 135 on the money line. Do they have a total here? Please, 11.5. Don't tell me they went 10.5. Did they go 11 flat? I'd go 11 flat. Well, I don't know. But God, both teams have been mashing. It might be like 13.5. I could be way off on that. This could be a good game, though. This might be the game of the day. UCLA, Mississippi State. No total yet. Yeah. It surprised me. It's tough. I just said 11 makes sense and 14. So. Yeah. All right. Alabama and Houston. All right. So Alabama minus 220 on the money line. The thing with Alabama is this. We just need the boys at the plate hitting. That's what Alabama does. You got a pitcher, we gonna hit him, right? But Houston can play. Alabama minus 220. Alabama's risky because it's kind of like, are you a fan of an NFL team that ever had Ryan Fitzpatrick as a quarterback? I'm a Titans guy. We had him. Love Ryan Fitzpatrick. The second that you start believing, that bad game happens. But I'm hoping that Alabama gets over that. And this is a big step to it because, again, Houston's a good baseball team. This is a fantastic game. Where do they put this line? I would go 13. I want the flats. I love the flats. All right. Yeah, well, Bama minus 220. Austin. So basically, are you a fan of the NFL? Truth. I bet his office in his house, he has like, how many teams did he play for? Like him and Josh Johnson. Alonzo. Either way, whatever insane number they give you, you have to take the over. Both hit very good. Talking about the UCLA game. Yeah, UCLA, Mississippi State, agreed. Sacramento State, California, Cal minus 238. Nothing for me. Michigan, San Diego, minus 110, minus 120. You're looking at it. Nothing for me there. San Diego State, Washington. I kind of like this Washington team. Minus 166. We need to keep an eye on them. I don't have a bet on it, but we need to keep an eye on them. They took all the totals down? What's going on? Xavier and Cal State Fullerton. Cal State minus 135 the money line. Nothing for me on this game. USC Cal Poly. Okay. What did USC win yesterday? What was the final score? They just continue to hammer. Like, not only at the plate, but what USC's pitching staff is doing. So if you're somebody saying, AB, I truly don't want to overthink. Yeah, 16-2. Yeah, I mean, USC is just, God, they're playing great baseball right now. So, again, minus 238 here. Clearly very playable with basically anything. If you're somebody that's on the Trojans today, which I am, I'm on USC as well. We got to pair with Clemson right there at the bottom. Fellas, please continue. Let me get out of your way. Do you need any water? Gum? Chew? You just write it down. I'll go to the store, get it. Whatever you need. You boys just keep operating. Keep doing exactly what you want. Tizzle, yeah, some of this games you go through. Oh, no, you're good. You're good. I got what you said. Appreciate it. Yeah. For the rest of them that we have up here. All right. Fresno State, Stanford. Why overthink it? Minus 238. Okay. Another one here. So we have UC Santa Barbara paired with Texas A&M. I don't know why I keep doing that. UC Santa Barbara. Rinse and repeat. Keep going, fellas. They're winning games, handling their business. Gauchos look great, man. Not a single complaint that we could have with UC Santa Barbara. Love them. Just continue on, fellas. Keep going. Arizona and UC Irvine. Oh, Tony, man, I like UC Santa Barbara. Dude, the Gauchos are awesome, man. That's a great baseball program, man. We love them. They're a good team, man. All right, Arizona UC Irvine. Oh, man. Both these teams beat Vanderbilt. We can't bet it because I can't trust Arizona one way or the other, but I hope that they're turning this thing around. Matty Boy said, "What's good, Bobby? Bobby, damn, busy breakfast service, morning crew, better late than never." Absolutely, it is, man. It's good to see you, big dog. Kirk, AB USC plus 100 to 1 to win Natty would sprinkle. I think this number might only get lower. Yeah, man. They're good. Well, Irvine wins 5-2. Yeah, that it feels like exactly that. It feels exactly that, right? Sites. The girlfriend interrupted my viewing pleasure for about 15 minutes. Have we talked UCF, USF yet? We really didn't have much. So, Sites, if you have anything, drop it in, please. We didn't really have one way or the other. Reed, did I round AB's baseball picks? Yes. Did I get told that my bets need to be reviewed? Also, yes. Oh man. All right. So I'm with Whale. Yeah, Todd. Stanford, big letdown for me. I know. Like that. They're one of those, man. Stanford is one of those. All right. I'm with Whale on this. This feels like 5-2 UC Irvine, but we just have to find out more. UTSA and Baylor. UTSA put up 16 on Coastal Carolina. This team could play, dude. Baylor beat Ole Miss on Friday. They're hustling out here. UTSA minus 130. Look out. The Roadrunners are running over people. Arizona State, Texas A&M. Okay. Well, UTSA is free today, right? Okay. Risky, interesting one here. Arizona State, Texas A&M. Okay. Same tournament that Tennessee and Mississippi State and UCLA. It's like keep going, right? Okay. The question is this. Texas A&M got whooped yesterday. Do they bounce back? Texas A&M minus 154, and I'm not taking a shot at Arizona State. Trust me. But if Texas A&M comes out angry, it could be belt to backside. This team is good. That said, we don't know because we haven't seen it. And the only reason that I'm bringing this up is A&M was that team last year. We're talking about Arizona with the losses, and it's just crazy. Remember, A&M did that last year. So I wonder what the mentality is after the first loss. Again, it's one game. It's against the best team in the country. Long term, not concerned about it. But as a coach, I want to see how my team responds. And I have a feeling, not that he was yelling at players, but you can get your point across by not saying much at all. You know what I mean? Kind of a little more tense clubhouse. Or they might be loose. They might be one of those teams saying, hey, we ain't worried about it. We come out. Watch. But I want to see it in terms of, does Texas A&M have that fire in them? And again, it's March 1st, but you can get the mentality of a team pretty early. And we're on Texas A&M today. I have a feeling they come back strong. But again, Arizona State, they can play. We saw what they did against Oklahoma. All right, so that's college baseball. 2 ranked games in college basketball today. And again, welcome in, everybody. You can see the picks at the bottom. If everybody could hit the like button, that'd be fantastic. If you're watching on your phone, just grab the screen, pull it down, hit like, pop it back up. I'd appreciate it a bunch. I won't ask you for anything else. And I sure do appreciate y'all being here. All right, so Purdue and Ohio State. Columbus, Ohio. Purdue, 6.5-point favorites on the road. So we have Purdue and Michigan State. You can see it on the picks below. Purdue money line, Michigan State money line, plus 120. 2 ranked games. I think the 2 better teams. Now, they're on the road. So I did not want to play around with spreads. Even with a 2.5. So that's my mentality is Purdue, keep going. Michigan State, keep going, right? Total of 150.5 in Purdue, Ohio State. Kirk, it's a good look here. UTSA money line. Hey, and Julian over 9.5 points plus 215 parlay. That's another thing, right? Is you could be looking at this, and Kirk went college baseball and NBA player prop, 2-leg parlay. You know, you have options here in basketball. You could let me say this: Purdue basketball money line. If you're somebody saying, look, I think Purdue wins this game, that money line can do work with a college baseball team. If you're saying, you know what, AB, I see you got Texas A&M money line and UC Santa Barbara. Well, I'm not interested in playing the risk on that A&M. How about I just pair Purdue money line basketball and UC Santa Barbara? Right. And I'm not saying that exactly, but you have options today. And the same thing with Michigan State. So, yeah, these 2 college basketball, they if you're, into having to do these 2-leg parlays, they can do work. All right. 150.5. Cyclone, you feel more confident in the Purdue line? I agree. So, and you know what? And it could also be exactly like Cyclone saying, you might not want to play Michigan State. And, don't blame me, Indiana. They're only 2.5, right? But, yeah, that Purdue could do work, man. 150.5. So what is that? 81-70. No play for me on that. Michigan State, Indiana, 144.5. So we just saw Purdue, Michigan State. We had the over 142.5. Saying Michigan State struggles on the road. It's a risky day. That 2.5 is like, those red lights on buildings so planes don't run into them. Like that beacon is just flashing. It scares me. But I like where the mentality of this team is, though. Yeah, so I'm going money line here. All right, what about this total? 144.5. 75-70. Just, 73-72. That could get there. Or Michigan State on the road. Do they go with the defensive game? Does Michigan State try to just completely just choke point Indiana? And that 144 could be laughable. Yeah, I don't think I'm going totals today. They scare me. I don't think I'm doing with them. Yeah, so I'm going to go Purdue money line. I'm going to go Michigan State money line. I'm going to put them together College basketball, you could split those up. You only play one if you wanted. I do know that Michigan State, it feels tough, doesn't it? All right, Purdue money line, Michigan State money line, plus 120. All right, let me get the picks up on the screen one more time for anybody who needs the visual. Then we'll bounce out of here. I've kept you all for an hour. I know it's Sunday. We got folks need to get to church. Totally get it. All right, let me get you out of here. Okay, banner off. All right, Clemson. These are baseball. Clemson money line, USC money line plus 100. Texas A&M money line, UC Santa Barbara money line plus 140. Tennessee money line, Southern Miss money line plus 105. Then college basketball, Purdue money line, Michigan State money line at plus 120. Beautiful. All right, it is going to be a great Sunday today. Welcome to March 1st. Welcome to spring. It's almost here. Let's go. Maddie, I said, I'm on my way to Chuck E. Cheese. Pray for your boy. I love it, man. Hey, show the kids the ropes in the basketball. All right. Elbow in. Knock them down. I love it, man. You guys have fun. And if it's one of your kids' birthdays or other friends, happy birthday. I hope it's a great day. I hope it's a great day for everybody. All right. It's going to be a great Sunday. We'll be live tomorrow, normal time, 10 a.m. Eastern. Until then, everybody, best of luck. Let's cash these tickets, and we will see you soon. Thanks.
Who's got it better than us? Nobody!